Hello everybody, back again to my YouTube tutorial podcast videos, which makes absolute sense today because it's May and some people do mermaid. I drew a mermaid, which I actually drew in April, and then I was like, oh yeah, I could do this video and put it out in May for mermaid. My brother made some weird comments about this picture because it's a little bit sexual, but it's a mermaid, so there's not much that is sexual. She's just playing in the water. What am I going to talk about today? I don't really know. It's like I had so many thoughts this week that I don't know what to talk about. And sorry if it's cut a little bit weird. This whole video was about an hour long or 2 hours long, and I was like, I have to cut it down to 50 minutes because otherwise everyone gets bored. And then there's my outro that will be always the same. It was kind of weird. So, yeah. Here we are with 50 minutes of a freaking speech drawing. So here we are with actually already the rough sketch, and then resketching it to make it more detailed and to make it better looking. And I really have a problem with hands, so I'm sorry if my hands are not that good. Do you know when you sit on the toilet and you're just like, why is that so? Why is this so? Or some people are just playing games, like my brother. He's just sitting there and playing games for half an hour, then he's done and he's back. Do you sit on the toilet for a very long time, or do you actually are quite a quick toilet goer? Let me know, because I would actually like to know. I'm more of the person who's on the toilet, sometimes on their phone, and sometimes I'm just looking at stuff and I'm thinking, why the heck do we bleach toilet paper? Who cares if toilet paper is brown or if it's white? Because there's also yellow toilet paper, or pink or blue. So why would it actually matter that it's brown? Can somebody tell me? And can somebody tell me if they really would mind if the toilet paper was like a cartoon color, like your Amazon packages? Because once I made paper when I was like 10, we were in a mid-century themed city, and we pressed coins and we made paper and we made wool. So we actually had the wool from a sheep and just made it into normal, like made it softer, which was kind of fun. I had a blackout that day. Everything began to get really dark. So we made paper, and it's like I don't know if that's the real process of recycling paper, but when I did it, I was like about 10 or so. I still was in elementary school, so I probably was in 4th grade of elementary school. I think you're 10, so maybe I was 9 because my birthday is quite late, and so always the youngest. And right now I'm coloring tail, which later is a little bit another color because I was like, I want to change it. Which in Procreate you can easily do if you have an iPad and you want to draw on it, which I only use my iPad for. Then get Procreate, like really good program and app. If you don't want to spend the money, then get Autodesk Sketchbook, which is also really good drawing app. Yeah, I'm trying to shade and to highlight, but I was not really sure where the lighting would come in the end because I made a background and the lighting is somewhere else, I just realized. But I tried to make the highlight quite so that would make sense. Oh yeah, and what you can see that I'm actually showing you that I work with layers. Back to making paper. You wet the paper you have and soak it in water and wait till it's fully soaked and nearly like falls into all his pieces. And then you have kind of like you have a paste. Yeah, you have a paste of paper water, and you put it together. You put it together. What do you get? Sorry. Having a little bit of a Jacksepticeye laugh, rewind. So you put it all together, and it's not just brown. It's like sprinkles of another brown, and a lighter brown, and a darker brown. But you put it together. You press it. You press all the water out, and then you let it dry. That's how I remember how we made paper. We actually didn't soak it because apparently that takes a long time. But why do you have to bleach it then? Because I would rather wipe my butt with a non-bleached paper where I know there's always like, we didn't bleach our toilet paper with chlor, which, alright, fine, but you still bleached it. Because otherwise it wouldn't be white, or it wouldn't be yellow, or it wouldn't be pink. I would rather wipe my butt with an unbleached toilet paper than with an, or actually I just don't care. Because I also don't buy the recycled one because they're more expensive. But I actually would if they would cost the same. And I think my Aldi doesn't sell them. I think I once bought recycled toilet paper, but I don't know. Can't remember. But I wouldn't mind it. And I also wouldn't mind if it was brown. Because I'd rather have brown toilet paper than like yellow one. Or it's like if your toilet paper is not like brown, more like beige. Because now I realize that some people would think that when I said brown that it was overused and not like those chemical things done to it, so it's recycled, or not chemical things. I don't know how that really works. So if you correct me, I'm okay with that. More beige than a brown. Because I don't want that when I say brown that you think someone already used it and it wasn't recycled before that. Like a beige. I wouldn't have anything against beige toilet paper. And now you can see that I am, or hear more than see, that I talk about stuff that's not about drawing. And now I have to say that I'm really bad at drawing faces. I don't have figured out my style yet for eyes. So if my eyes look a little bit weird, or if I just avoid drawing like eyeballs, I think you can guess why. And normally I don't draw hands. I try, but I don't. I didn't know what color to do the fin. I also didn't know what shape to do the fin. It was like, should it be one fin? Should it be two? I made a choice, and I redid the choice. Because I just didn't like the color. You can probably see later. Yeah, do you have sometimes such weird thoughts when you're in the toilet? I also thought, because it's a lot of toilet paper talk today. On our toilet paper, there's a number so the cashiers can type it in. And I was like curious if it's really every year the same number, or you just at once have two different toilet paper types. It's clearly that you have two different numbers because those are two different types. But if you buy the same time over so many years, is there one point that you just have two of the same type of toilet paper packages where there's a different number because they changed it because the price changed or something like that? I don't know. Never really thought about it, then looked at it, and I was like, could that be that at one point I have two toilet papers at home? And one is like 21538, and the other one is like 22538, and it would be like my whole world would shatter. I always take my phone with me to the toilet. Not because I need it, it's just like if I really need to search something, or if it's a longer session, I just want something to entertain me. And some people are upset when they get Snapchats from the toilet, but I don't really. It's more like as long as you just show your face, I don't care, and I also take my phone to the toilet, so yeah, it doesn't bother me. And I just realized there's a lot of people probably bathroom to the toilet room or restroom. I just say toilet. it's I always said toilet. I know the other words exist, but I'm like, actually, if I want to go to the toilet, I just go to the toilet and not to the restroom or the bathroom. A roommate of mine once told me that he thinks it's very weird that we here have separate rooms for a toilet and for a bath. And I was like, it's way weirder because in my apartment we have the bathroom. We have there are three ways you can have your toilet and your bathroom. You can have like your toilet room, your restroom, and your bathroom. Which one has just a toilet and the other one has a sink and a shower or a bathtub, and then maybe a washing. Then you can have all in one, like you just have one room with toilet, shower, bathtub, sink, where you which would actually be your bathroom. And then you also have to have the other type, which is you have your bathroom, which is one room, and then just connected to your bathroom, you have your toilet, which means when someone showers, you have no chance to go to the toilet. And I think now you can see that I changed the color of the thing because I didn't like it, and that after that I changed the color of everything a little, maybe, or just the tail. Yeah. Because if they shower and they close the door, I would not understand why you would want to go in while someone else showers, to be honest. But when someone showers and you really have to, I don't know, poop, I don't know. You either have to tell them that they gotta hurry up, or you just have to find a solution, or if you really have to puke. I think puking is more like serious than pooping because you can hold poop in more longer than like puke. So you either take your other sink in the kitchen or just a basket which hopefully doesn't have holes. That's my worst nightmare, to have to puke while my roommate is in the shower. That would be my biggest nightmare. And I think that's all what I drew. As you can see, I didn't know how to do the background. It was just so confusing. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of that and a little bit of that, but it didn't look good. So I just did a lot of I just did one color in the end. I just blended everything, and I was like, I need something else, and I did some light highlights, and they looked actually good, and I really liked this whole drawing. And I was actually too stupid to think that I could turn it, but turning it wouldn't have helped. Turning the whole picture so it wouldn't be vertical. But it happened. It maybe happens sometimes again. I hope it doesn't. So, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and that's the end result. And now there's the outro. Bye bye. So that's it for this video. Actually, you probably see what you have to do because I'm writing it. So, if you want to, do one of these 3 things. If not, it's okay. And I maybe see you next time. Bye bye!